Hi, and welcome back to the Skull Survivor devlog. We are still in the middle of lighting enemies on fire. I realized that probably we need to have the enemies get a little bit more health so we can see them burning and other things along those lines. So I think they're still going to attack the player if at all possible. I don't know if we want them to run around or get crowd controlled, but we'll just do like a fire based damage over time. And yeah, so we can kind of get it started. Let's see here. So we're going to do a desktop video. Got our tests here. I'm going to run them all. You can see everything happening in the background there. So yeah, we have just this line error here. And we are going to probably use Chat GPT again. I know there's some requests on the channel to use different models. So we'll get there eventually. But for now, uh, yeah, we're going to just kind of jump on in and use the context we have. So we got this like enemy health on fire. We're probably going to want our standard setup. So we have this test. And then maybe we'll drop in that as context, and then complete the following test. So we'll see how it does with that. The idea would be to, yeah, so it's spawning the enemy prefab. You have the fire ability. Don't necessarily need that. Ignited. Deal fire damage. Use the update function to deal the fire damage. Use testable time dot delta time func to override the elapsed time. Verify that the damage over time happens and then ends after another update call when the damage over time is finished. Fire prefab. It still wants to grab. Yeah, enemy health on fire, blazing fury skill. We don't need the blazing fury skill. No need to use the blazing fury skill is tested in another file. We just need to know that igniting an enemy will do damage over time. Kind of the last run here. Ah, shoot, we should have used model 4. Forget what it's called. Simulate one. Yeah. Damage. Cert grader. Enemy did not take damage after being ignited. Yep. Sounds good. All right, so we were using GPT 3.5 there, unfortunately. Alrighty, so let's see. It'd be like var enemy health. equals enemy instance dot get component enemy health. And now we can use this to current health. We've got this enemy health on fire stuff. So is ignited, ignite. Ignite's just not public. So it should be there. Getting through it. And why is ignite not available? Enemy prefab. Ignite the enemy. Why aren't you there? Ignite. It's because ignite is spelled wrong in my class. Lol. Ignite like night. Insert true is ignited. Call the update function, which we don't have a public update. Update. Make sure it builds. Update, and then current health, and bam. We'll probably need to fix compiled issues. It's probably other tests, enemy instance. That's because enemy health, current health in there. So we'll see that this fails, and then we'll have ChatGPT. Right. Yep. This was 70. Let's do dot on enable. Just take a look at it. On kill call, damage sources, clear, set max health, initial max health. Okay. All right, so we'll just double check our values here. Our initial health is 550, but with 70. Expected a greater than 550. All right, initial health would be greater. Oh yeah, okay, so we need to call on enable to make sure that the proper setup is done anyway. 550, but was 550. Okay, so then I think we want to say, here is my version. Here is the enemy health class. We'll drop that in. Update this class to make the test pass. Jump back over here and oh yeah, here. Bam. All right. A lot of context there. This is why I like Copilot. It does all that copying and pasting for you if the tabs are open. Wow, not as a coroutine. I don't like that at all. And no, thank you. And then let's see, timer, cooldown timer. Use this cooldown timer instead of a coroutine. I have this cooldown timer that manages cooldowns for me. Damage over time minus health on health update. Yeah, that looks a lot better. Set the cooldown timer. You want enemy health. Putting the enemy, you're putting damage over time in the, yeah, but I want the hit. I guess that's true. Yeah, okay. That's close enough. All right, so health on fire, just replace that entirely. We're gonna import the cooldown timer. Using that, blah, blah, blah. We want to use Unity engine. I'm gonna do hit. And then what's the API? Magnitude. Is the cooldown timer being used? Fire timer reset. Timer update. Igniting on fire timer update. Wow, that's cool. Awake. All right, so yeah, if the fire, so kill the ignited, enemy out that position. And 3.0 damage source. Let's do fire. And then we've got probably escort AoE on timer. Death touch. Oh yeah, right here. So then add fire. Tick burn. Let's see. Yeah. Boom, death touch. Okay, so let's not appropriate notifications to the user of a death source. Replace the existing strings. A fantasy themed game. Here we go. Engulfed by flames, trapped by the dungeons, tracked down by the guardian. Make them a shorter. We'll see how this goes. Burnt, trapped, blasted, slashed, devoured, whirled, ailed, choked, poisoned. All right, I like it. It's all pretty uniform, right? We'll see how this goes. I'm trying to remember, do I even still use those or not? Something's broken. Fire. Jump back here. Enemy instance dot update is going to be public. Testing signs. Okay, so open line error, flame timer, and that's because awake was never called. I should build out the private function caller. And then we can refactor these all to be private anyway. All right, so what is that? Enemy health on fire dot awake. Enemy instance dot awake. Open. Enemy health gets populated. Oh no. Yep. So this is gonna just be like type of enemy health. And then enemy health equals get component enemy health. And then we are not going to assign this. And we are not going to make this public. All right. So we caused an update. Okay, so but we said damage per second, fire duration. So we set the timer. When we ignite, we reset. If ignited, update the timer, which then does on cooldown otherwise. And fire update remaining percentage. If the remaining percentage is greater than 1. Blah, blah, blah. 5 per second. Duration 0.2. 5 damage dealt per second. Fire duration. Duration of fire in seconds, 2 seconds. So after the 1 second passes, we update. Update, test time, delta time, updates. There we go. If is ready, we just return. Otherwise, we get the remaining time. Okay, so we'll just debug this real fast. So we'll jump in here. We're going to attach to the editor. We're going to tell Unity that's okay. Give it a while to compile scripts. Jump in here. We're going to let it run. All right. We are ignited. We are updating the timer. We are hitting the enemy for 5. Okay, we got the hit in and the magnitude. Health less than that on hit. Add damage history. All right, I think we need to go at that one more time. Figure this out. Yep, we're in here. Time since last hit. Ooh. Interesting. Can't overhit them. Beat 0.2 as well. All right, and that was because of our slashing. And so they get a brief immunity every time they are hit. So one thing I think we need is to update the enemy health as well before time since last hit. That's the time. Okay, so now that should give us something. Expected to be greater. Enemy did not take damage over time after being ignited. Current health. Okay, so 1 second goes by. It ticks. Another 2 seconds go by. So a couple of things is we should no longer be ignited. False. And we should be equal. Are equal. And then enemy continue to take damage. And then, so we want to make sure it's no longer. So that one would have ended. All right. Uh-oh. Fire timer dot reset. That's because we have not called awake on our fire ability. See enemy target dot awake. That will set up the timer. All right. Thanks for joining me. Oh, I guess we should watch it played first. Here we are. I'm gonna go get my Sunfire Saber, my Imp, my Valley of Shadows. We're gonna jump into the game. And yeah. We gotta unlock the ability too. So that's a big piece of it. That blanking out of the screen is actually just Unity like loading in assets and resources for the first time. So Blazing Fury. So now some of these guys should get lit on fire. Yeah, there you go. I need to give them more health to even see the ticking happening. Oh yeah, there you go. Yeah. Although it was weird, I didn't see. I saw him flashing like that guy right now. It's taking damage from the fire, but is not really showing up. Anyway, thanks for joining me, and I'll see y'all next time. And be sure to like, subscribe, share the video, and buy the games or wishlist the games. Anyway, appreciate y'all. Bye.